Good afternoon, students. The chapter we're discussing this week is physical and motor development in young children. And I can pretty much sum this up in 4 words. We don't get enough. From the infant to the aging adult, we do not get enough physical exercise. And your chapter discusses the various development during this time and how crucial it is for young children to be able to get physical activity. Nearly half of preschool-age children don't engage in sufficient physical activity, and that's according to the National Association of Sport and Physical Education guidelines. Preschoolers need 60 minutes of structured physical activity in a day and several more hours of unstructured physical activity per day. Well, we know how difficult that is in today's society and how almost impossible it is for young children to get that much exercise. We do know that in early childhood classrooms, the guidelines state every child should have at least 1 hour of outdoor exercise per day. And if they can't be outside, they need the physical activity in the classroom that would be more structured and initiated by the teacher. Most parents would say, you know what, you got to be kidding me. You really think we have time to do all of this exercise, give our kids exercise time? Do you have any idea what our day is like from morning till night? And there's just no way our kids can exercise and have that unstructured time. And when they do, guess what they'd rather be doing? Screens. Remember that play, specifically what is called big body play, is so crucial to young children's development. Big body play refers to the boisterous, large motor, very physical activity that young children naturally seem to crave, especially boys. It's sometimes referred to as rough and tumble, where the children will roll and run and climb and chase, just to name a few. It's very vigorous, and it peaks around ages 4 to 5, and then it gradually decreases as they go into their primary years. It's an important phase of development that's being lost these days due to the rush lifestyle, the amount of time children have access to screens, and the easy access to fast food restaurants. Which brings me to the topic of nutrition. And your chapter also talks about nutrition. We all know that the days of family meal times are kind of fast disappearing if they haven't already. When's the last time you sat down to a meal around the table with your family in a relaxed style and actually had time to enjoy the food, hopefully nutritious, and have conversation with your family without being interrupted by the phone buzzing or someone texting you or your children wanting to see the screens while they're eating? Growing up, I can remember we ate at the table at least 1 meal a day, and that was in the evenings. When my dad would come home from work, we'd sit around the table. I really remember those times during my young years because I happened to come from a family that always told me, eat everything on your plate. There are children in the world who are starving. And if we had spinach, yes, and even if we had fried liver and onions, guess who had to eat every single bit of it? Me. And I had to sit at the table until I cleaned up my plate. I hated those times. And I can remember one time sitting at the table at least an hour after everyone had left because I just couldn't handle the spinach. Well, luckily today I love spinach. I eat it raw, I eat it cooked, I put it in food, So it didn't harm me any. But it has just kind of disappeared, this idea of sitting around the table, except maybe at Thanksgiving or Christmas dinners. The other problem created by too little exercise is too much junk food, and it creates obesity in young children. According to the CDC, the prevalence of obesity in children aged 2 to 6 is 13.9%. With Hispanics, it's 25%. With Blacks, 22%. So, we know that obesity creates many health problems, such as high blood pressure and all kinds of health issues later on in life. The best antidote for obesity is movement. That song, we gotta move it, we gotta move it, It really is true. We gotta move. We gotta get up. We gotta move around. It's just something that we have to somehow put into our busy lifestyles. We know, yeah, we'll feel better when we do. It's just that initial getting up, getting out, and doing something. It's a beautiful afternoon today, and I would like to say to you, please take a few minutes to get up, to get outside, fresh air, move, run around, enjoy your afternoon. And that's all for now. Thank you.